too ambitious for, well, everyone.
Well, according to a report from Upcomer, the London Spitfire will...
Yeah, look at this. January 6th, 2020, they're already talking about his Overwatch dying. And then YouTube signs a $160 million deal a month later. How you kill a game. So this one? I can already tell you what killed Overwatch, and we even watched it earlier this stream. It was that DJ Khaled concert. Ended it on the spot, to be honest.
Overwatch was once the future of esports.
Our goal is to create the world's premier esport league.
Hey, you did it.
Teams and players can thrive for years to come, and fans are made for life.
Blizzard, esports fans, and even casual players, everyone was hyped.
I used to love Overwatch. I was definitely in that group.
I said, all you ready? Because it is boring as F.
Overwatch is boring as F.
There's also a big change that the
game's just really fucking boring.
Completely.
How about you balance your game instead next time?
Oh my god, I hate this game.
So
it's honestly hard for Blizzard to listen to fan feedback though when they have to sexually assault women at the office. Like it's a hard balancing act they have to perform where it's like, hey, we have to work on the game, but we also have to sexually assault our employees, you know, with one or the other.
It really did seem like the Overwatch League was going to be the future.
Overwatch League was the future. It was so close too. So close. So they brought in DJ Khaled.
And just plain bad luck torched what should have been one of the biggest esports in the world, leaving everyone disappointed. Overwatch promised a different take on FPS games. It was more colorful, drew some mechanics from MOBAs, and just generally seemed like a new approach to a genre that was often intimidating.
It was pretty fresh. I mean, yeah.
At first,
it was fun.
Like
I used to like it.
That paid off. 9.7 million players logged on to Overwatch's open beta in 2016. And just a few months after launch, the game had 20 million registered players. Overwatch quickly developed a small, mostly unofficial esports scene, but Blizzard had something bigger in mind.
Victory.
The biggest crime Overwatch committed was killing lawbreakers.
The future of esports with a city-based franchise format.
Yeah, if only lawbreakers had a better launch.
This was unheard of in esports. But what was even crazier was the alleged buy-in. According to former ESPN reporter Jacob Wolf, Blizzard was allegedly asking for $20 million for each franchise in the Overwatch League. Backed by major esports teams and huge investors.
20 mil?
Like the Kraft family, who owned the New England Patriots, among other sports teams. Viewership was solid, the venue was always packed, and people seemed to like cheering for their home teams. Over 300,000 people watched the London Spitfire become the first ever Overwatch League champion.
I didn't watch.
Neptuno can't get there to res him. They only need one tick. They are so close.
Who did XQC used to play for? Was it the Sentinels? Thanks a Prime, Steve. It was the Fuel?
Heading out of season one, it seemed like the Overwatch League was... So how exactly did Overwatch go from hype
Prime City
so quickly? Well, first, Blizzard seemed to have no idea how to balance their game.
What's up, everyone? This is Jeff here with a developer update to tell you about something super awesome, which is big changes coming for Mercy.
For example, when Blizzard tried to rework Mercy's Resurrect ultimate, they unintentionally buffed her to must-pick or throwing status. The Mercy meta took over the game, and it's not hard to see why. Just look at Muselk res 3 times in 15 seconds.
Ready to go? I'm not seeing it.
You going to bed?
Hey, oh, there you go. Hey! And he's back again. There you go. Okay, and then you're back again, boy.
Thank you.
Infinite resuscitation.
That's another res.
boy.
Seems like a cool change.
Blizzard nerfed Mercy into the ground after that. But then, they made things worse.
Goats?
Goats.
Goats?
It's a goat.
I think it's a goat.
Can you explain what goats is?
Jesus
We've
Christ.
talked about goats plenty of times before, but basically, Blizzard accidentally balanced the game in such a way that the optimal comp at a high level was 3 tanks, 3 healers, and no DPS. The death ball of beefy health bars, big shields, and endless healing ran over or won.
I stopped playing after season... what? Would have been like season 3? Season 2 or 3?
Not gonna be able to find anything though. The shield was up now. Super's gonna have one of his own.
So I don't think I ever saw this.
Gonna be online.
Answering Shatter. Managed to find Sominsu into the front. The
wow, this looks fucking boring. Holy shit.
We saw it from him yesterday to get the victory over the Charge. Now he does it to take the win on King's Row.
One of the big problems with this is that GOATS was boring as hell to watch.
That's what I was saying.
None of the GOATS heroes required any actual skill to use beyond timing.
To click on
I miss season 1 of Overwatch. It really was so much fun.
With you know,
you used to go 6 Winston when you were getting desperate on attack. Oh, it was so goofy.
But then they kept adding in heroes that could displace.
It's a genuinely good time.
That had barriers.
Needless to say, the Overwatch League suffered as a result of GOATS. It wasn't just boring to watch, it also sucked to play, and the player base got bored and pissed.
I would rather do push-ups. I would rather...
The beta in the first season, yeah.
I would rather run a mile. Things like that, those are some things I'd rather do than play Overwatch right now in this meta, because it is boring as F.
Remember, Overwatch was supposed to be a fresh take on FPS games, but with GOATS, it wasn't even really a shooter anymore. The game lost its soul, but that's not all it lost. In 2020,
we already watched the new
Blizzard
Channel
cut
5.
a $160 million deal with YouTube. Overwatch League streams exclusively to that platform instead of broadcasting on Twitch.
They made this deal in 2020. Overwatch was already on its way out at that time, right? The game's been dead for... Actually, I'm curious. How long has Overwatch been dead for? I feel like it's been dead for quite a while. This deal came so... YouTube got fucked. Where would I find the accurate player count numbers? Here we go. No, by February 2020, it was still holding. Looks to be like roughly 5 mil active. It was in the middle of dropping though. Like it was already coming down when they signed this deal. Assuming this is even like an accurate chart. But yeah, I definitely remember in 2020 it was already becoming a joke.
And so when you're not on Twitch, all of a sudden you're going to lose that click-through traffic of just people kind of who are idling or doing something else, working, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, it's like, it's not quite the same thing with YouTube. It's harder to find the channel. You're not just gonna, you know, click into YouTube. I don't even know, like, I mean, there are people that stream on YouTube. I never see them. And so that's gonna be a frustrating thing. It's like when Facebook was a thing, right? Facebook streaming thing, you know, numbers went off a cliff. Same thing.
Pandemic was helping it.
When you're not on Twitch, it's going to be, you're choosing.
Did it get bigger during the pandemic? I doubt it.
So the meta sucked.
I feel like most people chose different games.
What else could go wrong? Well, remember how the Overwatch League was supposed to be a city-based league? By 2020, that still hadn't happened. Blizzard had plans to have teams fly internationally for home and away games, but that just seemed too ambitious for, well, everyone.
Well, according to a report from Upcomer, the London Spitfire will...
Yeah, look at this. January 6, 2020, they're already talking about his Overwatch dying. And then YouTube signs a $160 million deal a month later.
Apparently have to travel
I thought so. I knew it was already on its way out.
76,923 miles during Season 3. And according to that same report, the Boston Uprising will have to travel an estimated 71,460 miles as well.
Flying all over the world all season long is stressful. And most pros prefer the idea of just staying home all day and streaming on Twitch instead. After all, they'd probably pick up more views than the Overwatch League would on YouTube.
I think if anything, Overwatch was just like a stepping stone to get here where I am now, because now I just feel at home, man. I'm playing a game that's like a hybrid of like CS and Overwatch.
It's easy to say that Valorant like finally put the last nail in Overwatch's coffin. Blizzard was one of the most beloved companies in gaming. Since then, their reputation has been destroyed by scandals, baffling decisions, and the reveal that women employees are treated horribly at the company. Balance issues and weird league format that didn't end up actually happening because of COVID.
That will do it.
A lot of people just didn't want to play Blizzard games anymore. But Blizzard wants people to remember the good old days of 2016, when they were hyped for a new Overwatch game.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
No, it's dead. It's in the ground. We buried it. It's done. It's not coming back. We canceled Overwatch 2 as well.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Whee! That's right. They announced Overwatch 2. But why? Fans asked why there even needed to be an Overwatch 2 when features are added to Overwatch 1 all the time. They thought it was a money grab, making people pay $50 to keep playing literally the same thing with an updated UI.
Same game.
Overwatch 2 was Blizzard finally delivering the death blow to Overwatch 1. After all, why play the game when it's just a waiting room for the sequel?
Also true. Stupid idea.
COVID annihilated excitement for the game because of online play, but now the whole league was blindsided by finding out that they were playing a game that didn't even matter anymore. Not to mention the fact that Overwatch 2 was moving from 6v6 to 5v5 in an attempt to cover for Blizzard's total inability to balance the game. That meant that every franchise was going to have to cut a starting player, and pros were not happy. The game keeps getting delayed, and somehow they're going to be playing the next season of the Overwatch League on an unreleased version of Overwatch 2, which doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
For me, if the game isn't ready and the community gets that initial touch and they're not happy with it...
This is baffling. I didn't know any of this.
In my opinion, really bad for the game, the esport, and potentially Blizzard.
Ultimately, it wasn't one thing that killed
Makes me so Eric.
It wasn't Mercy or Brigitte or Goats. It wasn't moving to YouTube or planning home and away games.
Hold on, I want to see that. How many viewers do they get on YouTube? Oh, that's not viewers, that's total views. I was going to say, that's fucking good.
To YouTube or planning home and away games.
It's still pretty big.
It wasn't charging insane prices to get into a league that few ended up caring about. It wasn't Valorant or Overwatch 2 either. What killed Overwatch was Blizzard. It was an avalanche of decisions that kneecapped the game before it could really succeed and become the massive esport its fans knew it could be. But the game is still popular. Casual fans love it, and they always have. There's still a good game hiding under all of Blizzard's mistakes.
Oh, let's not get carried away.
The Overwatch League is still chugging along.
There's not a good game
Blizzard
there.
Is going to use Overwatch 2 as a fresh start. The question is, can anyone really trust them this time?
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this...
That was pretty interesting. That actually showed me some things I didn't know about Overwatch 2 and Overwatch. Interesting. Fuck Blizzard. Yeah, fuck Blizzard. Agreed. But the Overwatch 2, am I fucking right? So what is Overwatch 2 supposed to be then? I thought it was like they were adding a story mode. And that was like the big thing. What else? That's it? That's actually it? New UI, new maps, and a story mode. Oh, 3 new maps. Wow, that's incredible. They've outdone themselves now. Footage will give you the willies. I should have known this was slapped ham just by the fucking title. Alright, let's see if I get the willies. Oh my god. That's too much. Holy shit.
This is what he captured.
Oh my fucking god. It's worse than I thought.
As you can see, the uploader's kitchen cabinets appear to be opening all by themselves.
Oh! What in tarnation?
At one point, one of the shelves within the cabinet starts to vibrate up and down.
Oh no! Very frightening. I don't think it's a ghost. This might actually be like a pixie, like using it like a trampoline.
There are also some noticeable EVPs present.
Fuck is an EVP?
This footage is unsettling to watch, and is definitely one of the most realistic pieces of poltergeist activity they've seen.
You'll get no argument from me. This is unsettling.
Is the uploader actually experiencing paranormal activity right in his own home?
He is.
Or is it all just a cleverly executed hoax?
Clever.
Know your take on it in the comments section down below.
No, you can't fake this.
The following video was posted to TikTok by an account called TyNice125. It was filmed. As he walks around the school, it doesn't take long for some truly unsettling things to occur. Take a look.
Get away from that window!
As you can see, the chairs in the classroom begin to...
Alright, that's all my Willy can handle. God damn. That was a lot. I've already seen, unless there's new ones, but I'm pretty sure I've already seen all of Side Talk. I have actually not seen this. This is 8 days old. But I do like Side Talk.
Who am I here with? You're here with John Gotti. Fuck is you talking about?
If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy?
A Subaru Outback so I can have mad strippers that give shape-ups in the back.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Ellen DeGeneres.
If you could go to one place in Italy, where would it be?
Domino's. Matter of fact, I need cannolis. Back out the cannolis and all that. Cannolis is mandatory.
I want to be a part of it.
This guy's cool.
New York, New York.
All right, Kevin, I want to let you know I'm very disappointed in you. You violated grown man rule number 356. I don't see a beverage in sight. That's true.
Yo, Kelly, talk your shit, Kelly.
Yo, suck my dick. Suck my dick and then suck my dick.
We got Bill Gates at the festival. He don't want to talk, though. That's him, though. What y'all do right now?
This is so sweet. This looks fun.
Hey, yo.
I'm very disappointed in you, bro. You eating a glizzy. That's a violation, number one. Number two, you in violation because you got no beverage. That's even worse.
New York.
Imagine that's the real Frank Sinatra. Came back to life just to be on Side Talk. He's got a cool shirt. It just says crack. That's kind of cool. And then I guess this strap and that kind of like form a little story. Cure crack. Still not as cool as the Coney Island one though. New York Ninja. This?
We're gonna have a baby.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that John's wife was murdered.
You have to try and pull
This looks pretty cool.
The city owes me.
Well, what's that?
Justice.
Is this like an ironic thing or like meant to be a joke? Oh, that's fucking cool. Is this the real story? It was a lost ninja action film from the 80s. That's pretty fucking cool. There's no like nudity in the trailer, right? A lot of those 80s trailers, like a Neil Breen in particular, not that was 80s, had his whole nutsack in his trailer. And that's on YouTube. I don't want to fall victim to that.
Why won't anyone do anything?
We are strong on crime, and together we have the power.
This is a big city. We're doing what we can.
Dude, what happened? Is he okay? What?
Oh, what? Shit. Tell the others, I'm coming for them.
I need you to help me.
I would.
This looks cool.
Dead.
Crime has remained at an all-time low thanks to ninja fever.
We're going live with this. These men murdered her because of what she saw. It's linked to these abductions.
There's something weighing us down. It's that damn ninja.
New York Ninja's a real hero.
This movie looks good. I'll have to watch it. So this isn't like a spoof or a satire. This is actual like old 80s, isn't it? Isn't it? These are the Twin Towers right here, right? So this is an actual lost footage movie. Damn. That's pretty cool. Amos Yee, Never the Hero. Oh my god. If anyone's been on the internet for like, I don't know, how old is that story? Probably like 8 years. Following that in real time was the most wild thing. So if those that don't know, if I recall the lore correctly, Amos Yee, he was a YouTuber who spoke out about corruption in his country and was arrested for it. And then through the power of the internet, they got him freed and got him to America. And when he came to America, he started talking about how pedophilia is fine and babies can actually consent to wanting penis. And now he's in jail for, I believe the charge was child porn. Yeah, that whole story with Amos Yee was the craziest shit. Because I still remember when Reddit, like some of the most upvoted posts were about Amos Yee, because he spoke out about corruption in the government of his country and then got arrested for it. So Reddit was doing the best they could to get him out, free him, and get him to America where he could be safe. And they did. Well, it wasn't just Reddit, but like they eventually did succeed in getting Amos Yee freed, and he did eventually get to America. And then he made a YouTube channel. Wonder if it's still up. No. For obvious reasons. Then he made a YouTube channel where he immediately started talking about, like, having sex with kids should be fine, pedophilia is okay and even good, And one of the big things that he always mentioned and always defended was that babies can actually consent to wanting penis. And he demonstrated their consent by doing this. It was fucking wild. Now, I could be wrong about, like, the origin, but I do remember he got to America after going to jail for speaking out against political corruption. And then he started that YouTube channel. But he may have actually had the channel during that time, too. It's been a while since I brushed up on the Amos Yee lore. Look up Hobbs Sakuga. Are these just AMVs? I think YouTube owes a great debt to the AMV creation community. Back in the early 2006-2007 YouTube era, most of the content was AMV related. Like, some of the most popular videos at the time were just uploads of Death Note episodes and shit like that. Oh, thanks for the raid, Twitch Gaming. Oh god, we have anime up. Oh, Jesus, even worse. Oh god. Oh, here, this is fine.